into
Oh
the
shoot,
discussion.
we're good.
Oh, sorry.
I gotta move my.
The discussion of all time.
I gotta move my
Yes,
camera
so
over. There we go.
while I'm playing
That'll work.
Ultimate Cup ZX and Starcross World off camera, hopefully I beat it in like by the time we start this. I'm here with my good buddies Matthew Smart, Josh, Ten of Memories, good friend of the channel, and of course D-Man Gaming.
Yeah.
He doesn't have his camera on my stream, but if you go to his stream, you'll see his camera, which
Yeah.
is really cool.
I messed up.
Very excited to talk about the direct today. Oh my god, I gotta beat Starcross World like right now because I'm gonna be on a binge. The winter arc has begun.
Why is my stream
Yeah.
lagging? Oh, there we go. I'm good. I'm sorry. I got back from the movies and I'm thrown off a little bit. Anyways,
Not a
where
Not a
where
problem.
Where are we
So
going? What are we doing?
I don't blame you.
I think we should start with
Just the introduction.
Mario Galaxy the movie. What the heck, dude?
I mean, they did.
I'm mad that
they
got
did.
leaked, but oh
They
my
did
god.
tease it a couple times in the first movie, even the credits with the music. But it was like, we didn't think they'd do that yet. Like, it felt too soon. Felt too soon.
Right.
Yeah,
Definitely. Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, it has been like by the time this comes out, it has been like it will have been like 3 years since the original movie came out.
But
so
I
guess it's
thought the
not
sequel
that
wasn't going to be
surprising.
Galaxy though. It's weird. that
Well,
it- right
oh
off the
yeah,
bat, you know?
definitely. Like I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, Mario World. It feels like this is jumping the gun.
This makes me
a
wonder: are they? I don't know. It's crazy they're doing Mario Galaxy. It makes me wonder if they're gonna do teases every time they do a new Mario movie. Like imagine they do a third movie and they're like, heck with it, let's go to Isle Delfino.
Oh,
You know,
that'd be
like
fire.
it just makes me wonder what they're gonna do next. If they're doing they did Super Mario Bros. That was basically like the introduction of the characters, like it was the original Mario Brothers. Now they're doing Galaxy, so it makes me wonder: are they gonna Are they going to like do Super Mario Sunshine? Are they gonna do Super Mario Odyssey? Are they just gonna like what are they? What is happening? Like, are they gonna like?
It's way too early, yeah.
Are they gonna
I mean,
bring in?
I mean, they said,
Are they gonna do
said,
something like with Wario and Waluigi? Like, I don't
I mean,
know.
he said Chris Maledandri, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He did say that this is gonna have references across like the entire Mario
Yeah.
series, so we have
Nice.
no idea like what direction this is really gonna go. But I'm definitely excited to see the movie because, like, you know, I really enjoyed the Mario movie when it came out. It was a very safe movie. It wasn't. It was more so very by the numbers Mario stuff, but it really embraced that, which you know a lot of video game movies don't tend to do.
Right,
So
right.
I'm interested to see like now that they're doing a second one, they're gonna like let go of the chains a little bit and have a bit more options with what they can could do
Definitely.
with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting this movie story-wise to have a much more epic plot.
Oh, 100%.
Because
Yeah.
the Galaxy games, in my opinion, for the record, Super Mario Galaxy is my favorite Mario game of all time. I've replayed it
Same.
countless times. Look at that. Look at it. Yes. But like everything from the music, the boss fights, the story, just everything was just on a much more epic cinematic scale, and I'm expecting, especially like with with Rosalina's gonna be in this. Like I could like see the Comet Observatory, like it's like blasting off into space, and just how that all comes in. Like I expect this movie to have a much more grand scale of a plot, world, and just overall just music, and just everything is just going to be turned up to the 11th degree in this film.
Yeah,
that's
thing
why.
is like, right.
That's what.
Sorry,
that's why I'm over the moon excited for this. Like the first movie I thought was amazing, but like with Galaxy, I think is just in terms of plot and everything, it's much more. I would say it's. It's gonna sound like a weird term to use for a Mario game, but the plot especially towards the ending of Galaxy, it's a bit more of an emotional ending, like with everything, kind of, won't spoil it if you haven't played Mario Galaxy. Most of you probably have, but like I know without a doubt, like this movie's gonna make me shed tears. Like it sounds crazy and cringe to say, but like the Mario Galaxy is my favorite Mario game of all time, and so the fact that this is what they are using for the next film, I'm over the moon excited for this one.
Listen,
So here's the.
listen.
Go
You
ahead.
may be cringe, but you're free, and that's what counts.
That is true.
That's-
I will say. So didn't I thought the title was Mario World? I thought that got leaked like months ago. No.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why I was thinking it was going to be too, because obviously,
Hmm.
I guess spoilers for the post credits of the movie, but it doesn't really matter that much. They tease Yoshi at the end of
Yeah.
the first movie, so I'm surprised like they're just going from like 1 to 100 with
right.
this.
mhm.
There's
Yeah,
a big world to explore.
Yeah, I think with Yoshi, I still think definitely Yoshi's gonna be in this film, but because Yoshi is and he was the tease at the end of the first Mario movie, I think that even though this is titled Super Mario Galaxy the movie, I think it's going to pull a whole lot more from Galaxy 2 rather than Galaxy 1 because Yoshi
Yeah,
is in
makes sense.
Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so and it could take bits and pieces from both worlds, which I think would be amazing. But I think it's gonna be pulling a bit more from the second film, from the second game.
Yeah.
My
I
mo-
mean. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, like, I think like now is the perfect time to bring back Galaxy 2. And like that makes sense because I was like, wait, why is it Galaxy if Yoshi was in the end credits of the first movie? It's like, okay, that makes sense. I am curious, like, where can they go next? Because I know like D-Man said a lot of like suggestions and possible things and everything, but it's also like Galaxy as of now is like the craziest Mario's ever been. Like obviously we got
Yeah.
Odyssey and like 3D World and Bowser's Fury, but like in terms of scope and scale, like how can you get past space other than like time travel or multiverse crap like Spider-Verse or whatever? You
The
really
answer is
can't.
the answer is simple. The third movie, Mario's Time Machine.
You know, that would be cool. I'd be down with that.
I mean,
Maybe.
Real talk.
I can't say
Real
they can
talk,
go bigger, but they're gonna do a Donkey Kong movie too, to my knowledge, and DK
Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't
Yes.
confirmed for this movie as well.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
Um,
They confirmed like all the main cast from the first movie aside from Donkey Kong. So
Yeah,
it
that
makes
was
me
probably not
wonder like if he's not gonna be if he's not gonna be in the movie at all, or if Donkey Kong is, they got a different person than Seth Rogen. I doubt they replaced him,
Mario's just
but-
gonna go to
no.
another galaxy and he's gonna meet Star Fox. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Chris,
Don't
what's
don't
up?
don't make that come true. I'm kidding.
Mario
all-
Land
that
with
would be amazing.
Wario Land. Oh, Chris. So Chris is asking, do you think they could do Mario Land 2 with Wario as the villain? Oh,
There's
Yes,
some
I
good
think
stuff
that's-
they could
that's
do
in
after
cards.
Galaxy. I mean,
100%.
they could
I
mix
also
stuff
think-
together. I mean, there's a lot like I said, they could totally just make Mario Sunshine a movie but change the plot. I mean,
Mm.
Mario never really has much of a plot. That's the thing. Like people don't understand like the first movie their complaints are like, "Dude, this is Mario. Like you don't need a major plot in Mario like for it to be
Right, mhm.
fantastic."
By the
I
way, if
think-
anyone. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say if they wanted to, they could also pull from some of the things from the Mario RPG games. like,
please.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
like
Yeah, I love
they-
that.
I doubt
Paper
I
Mario,
doubt
bro.
that's gonna be the case. It
Not in
would
this
be
one.
neat, but like that's a pie in the sky
Not in
prediction.
this one, but can you
I-
imagine seeing like Paper Mario in live action? Like that'd be wild.
Oh,
that would,
Like I
Oh,
don't
that
don't
would
mean
be-
right away, but like let's say Mario like they mix you know what? I don't think they wouldn't do Paper Mario as like a movie, but imagine like there's points where like he goes through a portal and then suddenly he's paper, just like references, you know. Like those
Yeah, I
subtle
could see
references
that.
would be fun. Cuz Paper Mario as a movie just doesn't I don't think it would look that good.
yeah.
But
Well, they
that's the
could
style
all,
of it.
but they've technically combined worlds before with Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. So I mean
Yeah.
they could do something like that where like Mario meets his paper self and like
I'd love that.
I don't know. It would be weird, it would be different, but I think it would be really cool because I will say this in terms of plot, in terms of like epic scale stories, the Mario RPG games, like the Mario and Luigi games in particular, have some
yeah.
really great storytelling. Like I would
Even
love
Mothership.
they're not gonna do this, but I would love for them to pull from the lore of Bowser's Inside Story, because the lore
Yes.
from that game,
So good.
it talks about the dark history of the Mushroom Kingdom, that there was a dark power star underneath, that, you know, it plagued the entire world when it was set free at one point. If they were to pull from lore of that, and it would cause, like, you know, because you know Jack Black's coming back as Bowser, like, you could start out with Jack Black being the villain again, Bowser being the villain again, and then this dark star comes back, and like it causes them to have to. We're thinking way too far off into the future now, but like it would be so cool if they would
Mario
pull
movie
from that.
7.
Bowser's gonna sing about Rosalina next.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
If you want my pipe dream, I would say, you know, a movie about just the original Super Mario RPG. You know, bring in Gino and Mallow. You know, have Peach and Bowser like working together, because that's like probably my favorite of the Mario RPGs.
I think that would
And-
be a really good third movie, honestly. After Galaxy, it would be like a Mario RPG, but they wouldn't call it RPG. I'd have no idea what they would call it. But
Just the Legend of the Seven Stars or something.
Ooh, because that was the subtitle for Mario RPG.
And they
Oh,
removed
yeah.
it from the remake for some reason. Like,
I
why?
don't get it either. It has to be called something different, I guess.
Yeah. But
yeah.
no, it's
Right.
but yeah, the Mario movie, we could talk like hours and hours about that. But like
Yeah, that could be a full stream in and of itself, honestly.
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah,
And the
I
fact-
remember
And the fact that
after I seen the first movie, talking about it, it was like a good while of talking, because Mario.
Yeah.
Movie, I mean,
and the fact that it was this teaser was only like 45 seconds long,
It was pretty
And-
good.
yeah,
and it was great. So just imagine how epic and how crazy the real trailer is going to be.
Yeah.
Like that is what I
Yeah.
can't wait. I can't wait when we see
That's awesome.
Rosalina for the first time, when we see the
I'm gonna
Comet
cry my eyes
Observatory. Oh,
Yep.
and then you have that classic Mario Galaxy score playing through. I
Yeah.
see
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
I can see it already. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be awesome.
All I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be the one brave enough to say it. I'm not saying I want it or anyone wants it. Yoshi, voiced by James Corden.
Who?
James Corden.
I don't know who that is.
One of the most, very infamous talk show hosts who voiced, you know, in so many kids movies, and is always one of like the worst voices in like every single one of them.
Oh god. No, I'm
gosh.
good. Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely think I know Kent and Chris has said like Vin Diesel before, but so but I will say, like, I thought the Mario, Matthew Smart and James and I were like, okay, the Mario movies and all that stuff's probably gonna be like in the middle towards the end of the direct. They started with this. I'm like,
Started
oh,
with it.
that was nuts. I did not expect that. It was kind of cool.
I
Did
mean,
anyone get like a little worried, like, because I was at work watching it, and I'm like, please don't
No.
make me freak out. No, like freak out because I was like, don't show me Mario Galaxy 3.
So I
I
kind
was
of thought
worried.
about it.
I
and,
was
like,
getting a
imagine-
little like concerned.
yeah.
I'm like, is this
If
is this
they-
where they're
I-
going? For a second.
crazy prediction. I think the next 3D Mario is Galaxy 3. I
You know
really do.
what?
And I think,
too.
I
Yeah.
didn't
think-
think
and I-
that, and now I do.
I-
It makes
but
sense.
I think it's the holiday game for next year. And the reason why they didn't
Yeah,
show it in
I
this
can see it.
and
Yep.
the reason why they didn't show it in this direct is
It's
because again, you could see it all throughout the direct. They were focused on everything launching from now until spring. They
And
didn't
it's
show
also
anything beyond
it
spring.
also makes sense business wise because Mario Galaxy
Yes.
the movie, that's gonna be $1 billion
Yeah.
movie for one, like the first
And-
movie, and then
and one
you
and two-
and then you reveal the third game, and then people will,
Yeah.
you'll make even more sales. You'll have both the first and second one on Switch, 1 and 2, and then a third game coming. I mean, after the movie
third-
hype,
and-
I mean,
And
come
mark my
on.
words.
Come on.
Mark my words now. You release 1 and 2 now on everything.
Yes.
Jen, don't you
and-
dare
and-
call
and-
me out and tell me that
And
we're
then
because
Gal-
I said,
And
listen.
then,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll wait.
and then Galaxy 3 releases exclusively for Switch 2.
100%.
That's what
they're
gonna
That
do.
makes a lot of-
Listen, I
So
said that we were not getting a Galaxy 3. Then they go and pull this crap in a direct back to back to back, and I'm like, I
So
almost was
Galaxy
thinking
had
that, and then
a-
I'm like, okay, I think they're gonna do Galaxy
took
3
up-
though.
it took up a Galaxy took up a huge chunk of
20 minutes for the Mario stuff alone. 20 minutes and no
I
Mario
know.
Kart World DLC. What?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I guess
yeah,
they
but
just-
That's another thing.
actually,
I saw a really funny tweet after this direct aired, and I'm like, and it just makes sense. I'm like, so we had a 20-minute Mario segment in the direct, and Mario Kart World was nowhere to be seen. Does Nintendo just forget that this game exists now?
We're gonna find out come February, I guess.
Nintendo has forgotten about
I
Mario Kart World.
I think they just want the game to have more sales for the base game right now for the holiday season coming up.
Yeah.
That's
because
fair.
because not everyone owns a Switch 2 yet. A lot of people will get it for Christmas with Mario Kart, and they're not going to reveal like their roadmap for the game or anything. I don't think till February, which
So,
makes sense.
that
They
makes
wanna,
sense.
They got all plus they got all this other Mario crap that they showed.
Way too much going on.
It is actually insane that at this point, where are we going to have time to play more Mario Kart anyway with all this other Mario stuff coming? Then it's just like,
Yeah.
and these other games coming, that it's just like, I don't mind waiting. Like, yeah, I won't play much Mario Kart, but I mean, I don't mind waiting for Mario Kart DLC and a roadmap until next year. I'm okay with waiting till the February direct.
So I
At
think
the
like,
end of the day, Kirby Air Riders is going to be better anyway.
As of right now, I agree. Yeah.
Yep.
Of course.
We'll talk about that later. So two things. Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are mostly ports.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean that was like cool. Like I'm like, oh cool. Like I thought it was gonna be an All Stars re-release or remaster, but here Nintendo did a Nintendo. Galaxy 1 and 2, $40 each. $40 each for ports.
What
How
about
much was Pikmin
Yeah.
1 and 2 again? 1
I
and
believe
2?
those were 30 apiece.
how much is it for both together?
70.
50.
70. I think it's
50
70
for
together.
Pikmin
Mario
1 and
Galaxy.
2.
But they're
Galaxy,
not
sorry.
selling
Yeah.
Galaxy 2 separate, like physically. So I'm gonna have to.
No,
I want it physical.
no.
so-
Yeah, it's
That would make
it-
sense.
it's a huge double-edged sword because like both Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are like in my top 10 favorite games of all time, and even I looked at the announcement and I was just sort of rolling my eyes a little bit
Yeah.
because
I'll
like
buy it. I don't care.
Now I will.
Once I hate it.
then you
I will
have
say this.
Boom Shell.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna go ahead and say this. If you got 30 All Stars back in the 35th anniversary, like I'm only getting Galaxy 2 because I have 30 All Stars, you know.
Mhm.
But I will say this. I'm not really quite mad at the $40 price tag for Galaxy 2 because Galaxy 2 is a much bigger game than the first
Oh,
game.
yeah.
It is massive. I remember the first time playing through Galaxy 2 as a kid, and I finished the base game, and I was like, okay, it's great, it's good. I had no idea. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't played this far. I had no idea that the Green Star Quest existed. I had no idea. My cousin called me 3 months later after I had finished the game, and he's like, Josh, are you aware that there's a whole separate quest line of 120 plus more stars? I'm like, are you kidding me? What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, go get every comet medal and get every other star and you'll see what I mean.
So,
And I did that. And I was
I
like,
don't-
no way.
Right. Yeah, but no, it's like it is still weird, but at the same time, I'm happy that they're doing amiibo and stuff. I think it's just like, hey, the movie's coming out. Let's do stuff to push for the movie. So we're getting this amiibo, which
Yeah.
strangely is April 2nd. I think that's because that's close to when the movie comes out.
Yep.
Yeah.
They look insane though. Like Mario's
Yeah.
on a planet, and we got Rosalina in her chair. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
They're very cool.
Too bad they're $40 a piece.
40, not 30. Oh no.
Yeah.
So I know we're gonna talk more about this.
he's just
Oh.
gone.
He's gone. What's he
Yeah.
getting?
Sorry,
That's good.
I'm trying to get my lighting set up. Oh yeah, this looks
I thought you
better.
just rage quit.
No. I'm gonna have to get a better lighting setup. But anyway,
Yeah, it's like
Also-
here's the problem that I really have with the price of it, because Mario Galaxy 1 are timeless games. They have a lot of content in there that I think you can justify them being $70. The problem is when you see so many of these other companies doing from the ground up remakes of their games.
yeah,
Doing so much stuff to
7.
them, and they're selling them for cheaper. That's
Yeah.
where I take the issue. You're
Right.
paying more for much less effort.
So this reminds me of more or less Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, which was like 60
Yeah.
bucks. I think it had no content. At least Donkey Kong Returns HD, say what you want about that, but at least it had the 3DS levels and the button controls in one package. 60 bucks. That was great. I actually love that.
Well, the button controls were also in the 3DS version.
Well, yeah, no, but I mean, like, you have the button controls and the extra content plus the HD graphics of like the Wii version. But anyway, the point, not to like spend too long on it, but the TLDRs is like, this was my childhood. Like both games too, I loved more as a kid. So like seeing this again was a dream come true. I just think like I'm a little surprised that they didn't really whatchamacallit, I put this like on 3D All Stars to begin with, and it feels kind of weird. But no, I'm definitely getting this next month.
At the very least, there's no sign that this is going to be a limited release.
Thank
Right.
God.
Yes.
Thank God.
And I also I look back at this. I'm not sure if they had planned, because of course I'm sure Nintendo plans a lot of stuff years in advance, but it very well could be that the reason why they didn't do Galaxy 2 at the time is because they knew that maybe down the road they were planning to do a Super Mario Galaxy movie, and that Yoshi might play a big role in that, and that's why they probably why they held Galaxy 2. Not to quickly change the subject, but I wanted to kind of talk about real quick just how Nintendo, starting on September 25th with the release of Hades 2, all the way to the end of the year, they have set the Switch 2 up to absolutely kill this
every month.
Kill this holiday season.
Every month.
Oh, hell yeah.
Watch this. You ready for this? September 25th, Hades 2 releases. The following week, October 2nd, Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 release. 2 weeks later is Pokemon Legends ZA. 2 weeks after that is Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. 2 weeks after that is Kirby Air Riders. And then 2 weeks after that is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Every single paycheck, bro. Every paycheck I buy
I mean, it's literally 2 weeks. I'm like,
wow.
Oh my gosh.
And third party. So, I kind of want to. Does anyone have the outline real quick of the direct pulled up? We don't have to talk about every game shown, but like
I literally have the direct itself pulled up on my computer.
Rollerbladers Network.
Awesome.
Welcome in.
Let me read the chat on my end real quick. So Mortal Kombat Collection release date, which got leaked, as Chris pointed out, that got confirmed.
But I'm glad.
Real quick, October 12th. Sorry, October 30th for digital, December 12th physically. As a massive fan of Digital Eclipse's work, I just played Tetris Forever.
I don't
love that
There'll
game.
probably be a key card physical anyways. So
No, that's full on cartridge.
Oh, I might have to wait for physical.
That's the big thing. No, that's the thing. Like Digital Eclipse, I interviewed them at but I talked to one of the guys at PAX, and they're like, yeah, it's like, it's our mission. Like every re-release of Atari 50, we've had to make a new cartridge because like they don't want updates. They want to have it as complete as they can. I forget if this is part of the Gold Master series or not, but like that collection is going to be more than just play these old games, but it's going to be about like learning about the series. And for new generations who like don't know what Mortal Kombat is, or like who want to get into gaming history, this is what I wish I had as a kid.
Yeah, I mean, you probably couldn't play Mortal Kombat as a kid because of how violent.
No, I did. I did. I had a dummy.
I did too. I did
dummy dad. He got
friends' houses and stuff. Older brothers, you name it.
So, but yeah, no. In terms of like all that, what was the next thing? Galaxy 1 and 2, my heart. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What was the next?
Mario Wonder. Mario Wonder DLC.
You're skipping ahead a little bit. The next thing they showed was Mario Tennis.
Oh right, yeah. I kept forgetting that it even happened. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm a little pit. Why is there no Mario Baseball 3? Super Sluggers is so good.
I want that so bad. I want that so bad.
Super Sluggers 2.
It's probably because we can't have everything in the first year of the Switch.
Maybe they just don't. Maybe they just don't have a good team for it. I don't know.
It might be in development. It's just. For the 40s,
I'm talking about
baseball.
Baseball, Cameron doesn't do the baseball thing. It's just, is this so funny? It feels like the three inevitabilities in life are death, taxes, and Mario Tennis at this point.
You're right.
Because they're like,
Here's the thing,
they're like on every single console at this point.
Right. So no, I love Mario sports games. I love a lot of them growing up, but it's like I liked Aces. It didn't click with me as much as like a lot of other people. So like this feels more like an Aces 2 rather than a new Mario Tennis. I'm like, okay, I'll skip that. The one thing though, the Yoshi game, I kind
That was so out of left field.
I wish it was called Yoshi's
This
Island.
is
but
why
I
these
love the
fools
art style.
want to sell their stupid frickin' tennis rackets. You guys can't see. You could see it on Zach's stream. These stupid
Huh?
the tennis rackets. There, you can see it on my stream. I'm holding one of the frickin' stupid Switch tennis rackets. I don't know why I bought these.
no.
Back when Mario Tennis Aces came out, I don't know why I bought these stupid things that I used like one time.
I
They're
don't know
so
why you bought
stupid.
Mario Tennis Aces in general, because that
It's
game was so
stupid.
lacking.
It's so stupid.
Real quick to catch up with the chat. Chris also says like he wishes we got a Mario and Sonic Olympic Games.
I agree.
Yeah, that series is dead, but you know,
Yeah,
it was
I think
fun while it lasted.
I'll be-
I still didn't get
I have a
Tokyo,
confession
so.
to make.
It
I
will
have
not be
never
missed.
played a Mario. I have never played a Mario and Sonic at the
You gotta
Olympic
change that
Games.
right now, Josh. Change
Yeah.
it
I've
right now.
never
I
played
never-
one.
I
I've
never owned any of them, but I played them at buddies' houses on the Wii, and
So,
it's
if
quite
there
a
was-
bit. And I played one at an arcade in a vlog not
So
that long
the
ago.
one I'd recommend, I mean, kind of biased because I got it recently. The DS version of the first Winter Games, has
Oh,
a
yeah.
really fun like story mode and like map you can explore.
I remember
super
playing that
underrated.
back in the day. I remember
So
playing
good.
that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
no, like that would be cool.
But
But yeah, no,
So-
the Yoshi.
sorry.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's just I'm just trying to go like in order and everything. Yeah.
No, you're good.
It just I don't know. Mario Tennis looks like it looks like it will actually have content this time. That's something that
Oh,
the
it
Mario
does
Sports
Yeah,
games on the
like it,
Switch.
yeah.
that's true. That's true.
The story seems so. It just seems like a complete fan fiction.
It's gonna be $70
like,
though, dude.
everyone
I'm not
turns
gonna
into-
lie.
Everyone turns into babies. This is like Tiny Toons
I'm
or
not-
something.
Yoshi's Island DS.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The Yoshi game, I really thought that was actually gonna be a sequel to Yoshi's Story for the N64.
Yeah.
In,
Like,
in the
they
beginning,
tricked us. It was like, oh,
I
shit,
really
this
thought-
is cool, and it's not.
I really thought that's what it was gonna be. I'm also
Mhm.
kind of glad it's not though, because I tried to play Yoshi's Story and I was like, this is not fun. No offense.
It's a game made for a very young demographic.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Well, you
Right.
can still have like
Yeah.
you can still have Kirby's Epic Yarn where it's like, oh, like it's for like young kids, but like even adults can. I played when I was 20 and I still loved it. You know.
No, I
that
like
reason.
Epic Yarn. No, I do.
Yeah, Epic Yarn's
Oh,
good.
Epic Yarn's great.
Yeah, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is a strange one to me, just because like
Which-
when I first saw like the footage and like everything, I was like, oh, are they finally gonna do like a 3D Yoshi game for a change? So I was definitely a bit underwhelmed that they decide, oh yeah, for the next gen console, we're just gonna be doing 2D again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
How would you
and,
play
like, the-
Yoshi in full 3D though? Like full 3D.
That's what I was hoping that we're gonna get there, but it was like, oh, it's
yeah,
not.
I mean, it looks good. The art style is like very pleasant. It reminds me of like Winnie the Pooh in a way.
It's like a stop motion animation. I really like that.
Right.
A little
Where it's
bit, a
like
little bit. It's
stuttery.
a very stylized for sure, and I think the gameplay, because I didn't bother picking up Crafted World, the game just didn't look that engaging to me. This one looks like it might be better than that. I'm definitely curious to see, especially with the gimmick of like, oh, like I guess the enemies can ride on your back now and do things around the environment. So I'm definitely gonna be keeping an eye on this one. I can't say I'm excited for it yet, but it seems interesting.
Yeah. Not to jump kind of far ahead a little bit, but I want to talk about something in this story that was a little stupid to me. They have a whole GameCube library they need to flesh out on NSO, and what do? Virtual Boy. Why?
Okay.
I don't
I have a
even
hot
get it.
take on that.
Why?
No, okay, not the show. Watch my reaction when we're done with the stream. I
did.
literally
I did.
lost my shit. Like like last time I was like, yeah, it's 30 years of virtual. Like, yeah, it'll be cool they did it. and then when I saw that, I like dumped my whole water bottle on my head, like Etika style.
pulled a
I
me.
was, like literally, I'm like, there's no way that like they're gonna do another platform after GameCube. Like what?
I was like, I was
Anderson-
surprised. I was surprised to
Yeah,
see them
yeah.
announce another platform so
Virtual
soon, but like
Boy.
I'm all for it just
That's
because the
crazy.
Virtual
yeah.
Boy, regardless of the reception of that back in the day, it had a really interesting game library, and I feel like it is deserving.
Everyone who
of
said
being
Virtual Boy
preserved.
was just joking about it. No one was being serious.
Well, here's the thing that like the one weird. There's two things. Number one, it's getting an actual like only
That's
$100
insane.
like unit.
Yeah,
And
that's
number
crazy.
two, I'm kind of hoping that you can still play it portably. Like I understand, like preservation experience, that's good. But if you want to be like Demeach and like emulate the
Wait,
stuff,
but
like
the
I just want-
the screen itself has to be inside of it. But it probably plugs into the dock.
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think it's gonna be. I think Nintendo's gonna
Yeah.
be Nintendo and not let you play it normally, which is
Yeah.
really stupid.
I mean, I don't think they'd go that far because remember, like when
Yeah, that's
Labo
true.
V, remember when Labo V, yeah. As soon as I disagree, suddenly you're on my side. But like no, like because when Labo VR happened, and there was a bunch of like games that use that like Smash Ultimate, Mario Odyssey, you could still access those modes. It's just like your field of view would just be very strange.
Right. That is
So-
true. I wouldn't count it out because like I know Game Boy, you can play like Game Boy on NSO normally and stuff. I know it's
Mhm.
different, but no, the fact that it's like I never thought like I thought it was we were gonna get DS or like Satellaview first.
Mhm.
But like wow.
Yep.
I'm still probably gonna buy an actual Virtual Boy for like collection purposes because I want to get one. But like, hey, Jack Bros, I can play Jack. Like, dude, Jack Bros is gonna be playable legally for under hundreds of dollars. That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. The fact that they confirmed to every single game, which
Oh,
considering
it
there's
was
only,
every
like,
game. Nice.
yeah,
I love that.
considering there was only like 14 games in the library, I'd
Makes
honestly be
sense.
surprised if they didn't go the extra mile.
I wouldn't be because Nintendo's done some stupid stuff. But no, but like that. The only reason I posted that reaction first is because it's like the Mario Galaxy. I knew it was gonna happen. Virtual Boy
Yeah.
was like a pipe dream. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
what was
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, but
So-
but going back to the Mario stuff one last time, because there is still one thing we need to talk about. That's the Switch 2 edition of Mario Wonder.
Yeah. It looks
and-
awesome.
Yeah.
Looks awesome.
I don't know how to feel about it because on one hand, the
I'm-
content we've seen so far. Sorry, I'll let you talk in a moment. On one hand, the content does seem interesting with like the multiplayer mini games, and there's more, and there's obviously going to be more stuff that they're going to tell us in the future. Like we saw a little tease of the Koopalings and like Captain Toad and everything. On the other hand, I don't know how much it's going to justify what I assume is going to be a $20 hike.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of 50-50 on the Switch 2 edition of Mario Wonder. I want us wait and see what they do on like the more single player side, what more
I was
levels
gonna
they
say,
add,
I think
more
it's gonna
like
be a blast with people, but if you're playing by
Oh yeah,
yourself,
with
it might not be as
people.
fun.
Right.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the group, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
blast.
So I think, it may just be that, I spend my Mario 40th anniversary on the Galaxy games and that be it, which is fine with me. Cause that's another thing, but especially with the Galaxy 2, being able to play that wherever you want now, like portably, like that's
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
amazing. But yeah, the Switch 2 edition of Mario Wonder, I was kind of expecting a bit more. I'll be quite
Yeah.
honest.
Mhm. I
So,
thought
yeah,
it was gonna like as soon as it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I wasn't gonna say anything before you did.
I was just gonna say like when they said multiplayer mayhem, like don't tell me this is a multiplayer focused update because personally, like even though I have siblings, right? It's like I play single player a lot, and I'm like if there's gonna be an upgrade, I just want to play single player levels. I don't
Yeah.
care at
If
all
I'm
about
doing
this
multiplayer,
minigame
it's gonna
crap.
be in
I'm
the
all
Josie
set.
server with people. Because
Well,
Wonder,
yeah, no, well,
Wonder was
now,
cool.
but-
Like the racing thing with friends was like fun, but you couldn't actually like
Yeah,
physically play with them. So I think it's nice that it looks like now you can physically play with your friends online with this update,
Right.
which is great.
So- Oh, good. Yeah, I mean, I might take a look because again, one of my favorite series ever. I love Wonder. But I'm gonna have to see more. Like, if the single player levels are like a good amount, then I'll get it. But
think
if
it's
it's
just
only
one
like
world.
a few,
I think it's just like one world probably. If I had to guess.
no thanks.
Yeah,
Again,
I'll
it's a wait and see sort of thing. It doesn't look like a disaster like Jamboree was.
They'll update us in
Oh,
February
God.
before like it comes out, I imagine.
So the another big downside, I feel like, I don't know if people were worried 2025 is going to be a collapse of society or something, but like so many things got pushed to next year. Like I swear,
Oh,
like
yeah.
every single direct or any announcement, 9 times out of 10, it's a 2026 thing. And I think the problem with that is like there's too much next year. I kind of wish they balanced it more and be like, we'll give you the smaller stuff now, and then
well, I
next
think
year they do a little bit less. I think.
I think we haven't seen in terms of like next year. We've seen all the way up to spring. Like most of the release dates,
Yeah,
90% of
right.
them in 2026 were spring. Anything beyond spring, which is like May onward into the fall of next year, we know nothing about. And so I still
Right.
think like there's still a lot of room for
They
20
have to-
That's
for
true. Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
2026
For
they
games?
have to do a lot because it's still in that first year stretch of the Switch too.
Right.
Right,
know,
and I think also like and like I said, and I kind of hate that Nintendo is still going up with this vague release date strategy, because a lot of the stuff that's been that's been announced for 2026, it's just spring 2026 or 2026. Like when in 2026 they could put it. It doesn't mean it, And I think when we finally get to the spring, they could spread it out a little bit across the spring season. But like I have to just comment on it just a little bit. Just like this new way that Nintendo is giving out release dates is not my favorite thing in the world.
Now that I think
feel
about
like
it,
now
that I think about it, the only other Switch 2 game outside of DK and Mario Kart that's not on Switch 1 is Kirby Air Riders. Everything else is Switch 1.
there's only 3.
Yeah.
Only
And I
thr-
think, and that's because the Switch 1 is still selling so much, and it's with the holiday
Yeah.
season, they don't
Well-
want many games only on Switch 2 yet. They're scared because they're afraid they're not going to get enough sales on those games.
Well,
Right.
Well, Hyrule Warriors is going to be Switch 2 exclusive.
Okay,
yeah,
so
it
there's
is.
4.
And
Okay, so there's 4.
gosh, oh my gosh, Hyrule Warriors! I'm so pumped for that game. I'm so freaking pumped for that
Can we
game.
talk about the
I-
fact that like we're getting 2 first-party games in November? 2.
That's
Yeah.
It's gonna
crazy.
get
2
delayed.
big ones at that.
Hyrule Warriors and then Kirby Air Riders, 2 weeks apart, literally.
We're going to have a
That's
ball
very s-
this holiday together. We're all going to have a
Oh,
ball.
Fellas, you gotta invest in some stocks, make some extra money, because
Yeah,
you're gonna-
I'm not invested in this one. I've never played a single Hyrule Warriors game.
Oh,
I
you
Fair.
should.
It's
You
not for
should.
it's not for everyone
So-
though.
I've never really been that much of a Zelda person in general, honestly enough.
that's true.
Okay. Fair.
I've always respected the series. I just never really got into any of the games, which is something I'm definitely trying to make a mission to try and fix
Yeah.
with plenty of the games. I'm
Oh,
planning
nice.
to play through the Switch 2 edition of Breath of the Wild really soon.
So I need to get those physically because Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite Zelda game. I loved Age of Calamity and I liked the Wii U version of the first one. This one is like I like Tears of the Kingdom, but like I'd have to just play it to see. Like if there's a demo, I'd try it. But like this might be a Christmas game or like a next year game. I'd rather just put all my money into Air Riders, save up for those amiibo.
Prime 4.
That
Prime
too,
4.
but I'm saying like in November.
Yeah, because
so,
we're going
okay,
straight
what was
from
next?
Pokemon to Kirby 2 weeks later, which is nuts.
And we're gonna be playing Pokemon in friggin' Orlando. Like,
Yeah.
that's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, literally.
You don't play Pokemon.
Zelda to Kirby, you mean? Pokemon's before Zelda.
Yeah.
But either way,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, Hyrule Warriors. It definitely looks good. I mean, the fact that it's a Switch 2 exclusive means that it will at least run acceptably.
I was supposed to say I'm blown away by how smooth the gameplay looks.
I don't
Yeah,
even know what
looks-
I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna beat Zelda. There's not 2 weeks is not, and this is a fact, not enough time to finish Pokemon before Zelda, because you need like at least, if you want, especially with the Pokédex and all this stuff, it's gonna
Yeah.
take 60 to 70 hours easily. If you want 100%, it's
Yeah.
probably gonna take 80 to 90 hours. Which I'm a big Pokemon head, so I'm gonna be 100%ing that baby. So Zelda,
it.
when it comes out, like I'll be dabbling in it, and I'm gonna buy it, but like Pokemon, I'm probably still going to be busy with for a fat minute, and I want to appreciate it because I loved Legends Arceus. Scarlet and Violet kind of stink, but the Switch 2 saved them a little bit. It made me like them a little more, but they still stink. I'm sorry, James. I know he's in the movies right now, so I can say that. So I'm allowed to say that
Oh,
about Scarlet and Violet. because he likes them more than Sword and Shield. Personally, I don't think, other than Legend Z Arceus, I don't think the Switch really has had any really good Pokemon games. I mean, Let's Go is just Let's Go. I mean, it's just a Pokemon Go game on the Switch, so I'm not gonna say it's anything special. Sword and Shield, I don't remember anything from them but this freaking Stadium Gym music. That music's awesome, amazing, perfect, beautiful. And I don't really remember much from Scarlet and Violet's story. So I mean, I remember Legends
so,
ZA
like-
because Legends Arceus because the post game was freaking amazing. It was incredible.
I still need it.
So
I still need 100% Arceus.
I think ZA will also be. What's funny is these games are backtracking to old generations, and they're better than the new generation's games. Like, it's so funny to me that
Yeah.
they're backtracking to back when Pokemon was great, and these games are fantastic. How come when we went from what was their idea to go from Arceus to Scarlet and Violet and make Scarlet and Violet not where you could hide from Pokemon and throw your Pokeballs at them and stuff and have your Pokemon out battling them while you're running
Game
around?
Freak-
It didn't
Game
make sense
Freak
to me.
just Game Freak just rushes these
Yeah.
games because they need to tie in with all the
So
merchandise.
Legend ZA
man,
is
and
probably
the
going to
trading
be
card.
Legend ZA is probably going to be amazing. And then it makes me be like, are they going to screw Generation 10 up on the Switch 2 as exclusives? Are they going to screw
No.
this up?
No.
Like, seriously, that's what I'm saying.
no.
That's
I
what
Given
I'm
that-
I don't think
I
they
don't
will.
Push this back. Given
Yes,
that
I
they
did,
pushed
Jen.
it back for a year, then there's, I guess, some hope.
Well, the thing is
I mean-
we haven't had a Pokemon game in about 3 years now, which never really happens. So I think
it
they've
did
been
happen
working
a
on.
little bit.
they've been working
It
on
did
this for a
happen a
while.
little bit back in, like, at least in America, like the gap between Gen 3 or 4 and then 4 or 5 was
Oh,
like
okay.
4 years.
Gotcha.
But like, yeah, like I don't have much stakes in the conversation because you're talking to the guy who makes liking Brilliant Diamond and Shine Pearl his whole
Ooh.
personality.
I
I'm one
keep
of the
forgetting they exist.
I need to. I
I'm
need
one
to
of the
play
three
those so
people
bad.
that I'm one of the 3 people that actually like those remakes. Could they have it better? Yes, definitely.
What's so
but
funny
they
is
delivered on
Scarlet
what
and
I want.
Violet are the highest selling Pokemon games, second highest selling Pokemon games of all time. The highest selling are Red
which
and
is
Blue.
insane.
Red and Blue are the
which
highest
is
selling, which
insane.
are like 31 million.
That's.
Scarlet and Violet is 27 million.
I don't
So-
understand that.
And in the
though.
first
It's like,
and in the
why-
first 3 days they sold 10 million copies.
What about
Goodness
Scarlet and
gracious.
Violet makes them the second highest selling if they weren't the first Switch ones? That doesn't make any sense.
No, it really doesn't. And they came out in
I-
2022.
22.
Yeah, so
I'm
that doesn't even make
guessing-
sense because that was
I
even
feel
after
like
the
we're
boom.
just sort of in a new era,
Weird.
like Pokemon, where it's just like I feel like considering the more open world approach that they're taking with it now, and
Well,
also with
next
the anime,
year,
they
Mario-
phased Ash out entirely.
Listen, Mario crushed it for their 40th anniversary here. I think we can all agree they've done pretty well. No Mario Kart, sure, but overall we got some good stuff. Next year's the Pokemon 30th anniversary, so we'll see. They got to bring back some
They
classic
need to do good.
games. Gen 10
Yep.
has to be Switch 2 exclusive, and it has to be like not looking like trash like Scarlet and Violet. It's gotta. They just gotta. I think they've gotten they got a lot of backlash from Scarlet and Violet. I mean, they got a ton, and I'm sure they were aware of that, and that's why they've been taking more time
Yeah,
before more Pokemon
right.
was coming out. Like, yeah, they did DLC for Scarlet and Violet, whatever. But Legends ZA, it's been a while since we got a new game, and then so that means that Gen 10's probably been in development for a few years as well. So I think that
Oh, absolutely.
they've been taking some time, and I think next holiday
So-
season is definitely the time for Gen 10, considering it's the 30th anniversary next year as well.
So
What I-
another thing is, oh, sorry, I was just gonna say.
I think it's hilarious about ZA. Sorry, I'll let you talk in a moment, Zach.
No, you're good.
Sorry, I'll let you talk in a moment. Yeah, just the hilarious thing about ZA to me is them doing that whole Mega Raichu thing and announcing
DLC
a
before the
paid
game isn't even out.
for the game before
Yeah,
the game
What
is
the
out.
heck, bro?
Red flag.
Weird.
Pokemon as a franchise is so cooked. It really is.
I mean, here's the thing: is it's like I'm gonna make a video about this later, but like, long story short, X and Y were my first Pokemon games, so it's awesome
Oh.
to see a return through ZA. And I
Yeah.
played at PAX. I loved it. Very excited for it. I just think it's like, why did you put this stuff in the direct? There were 3 Pokemon games in one direct. Like,
Can we talk
Why?
real quick about the fact that Ditto turned into a human and is a farming sim now? Listen, that is cursed,
my
all right?
Pokemon Rage
Ditto
too.
just turned
That
into a
game is-
child.
That
With
game,
Minecraft.
that game looks so uncanny
I don't get it.
and
Yeah.
uncomfortable in so
Why?
many ways.
Cursed.
Copia.
At that point, just make them a full Ditto or a full human. This weird hybrid in between is just very creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I imagine, give it like 5 years, some kid is gonna make a creepy pasta about it.
Oh God.
Oh, no.
I don't even know. Do those two even exist? Creepypastas?
They're not as popular as they used to be, but they have their niche.
Right. So it's good that we got Pokemon out of the way because I know that was a big part of the direct. Another interjection, real quick, is how they were very blunt about what was paid DLC, which is kind of good because I feel like before it was like, oh wait, how much is this or how much is that or when is it coming out? And I feel like they're starting to like be better. It's like, okay, pay
Yeah.
DLC up front, and also
Yeah, they're not hiding the prices, which is great.
actually, well, they didn't show the price of the DLC, which is weird, but like they were upfront about it. It's not
Hold on, hold
Pokemon
on.
Trend.
Let's speaking of, we didn't even. We're gonna backtrack for a second. Donkey Kong DLC just dropped. What?
Yeah.
Shadow Drop? How
Well,
much was it? Like 20 bucks?
I think it's
It was
20
$20, yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, it was
It
20.
dropped just today. Like,
Yeah.
what the heck, dude?
Okay.
It's conflicting me because it looks like
I want to. I was gonna say I want to play it, but because Galaxy 2 is releasing in like 3 weeks, I'm saving my money for that instead.
yes, save your
I
money
really
for
wanna-
the old content instead of the new. But
Josh,
I'm sorry. I just like I gotta have it.
it's
Dude,
like
Mhm.
sorry, it's just like
No.
we're talking about Donkey
Yeah.
Kong in the moment. It's just like I feel very ugly because like I've been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. I haven't beaten it yet, but the game is fantastic. I've been loving
Isn't it a little early for
Uh,
DLC?
That's one thing, and it's also a matter of like this feels like what they did with like and Mario Odyssey. You get to visit the Mushroom Kingdom at the end, and then they update it with Luigi's Balloon World later on.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
feels
yeah.
like the same thing, but now you have to pay for it, and that just leaves a bad taste
Yeah.
in my mouth.
Well, I mean, personally, I feel like Bonanza, like getting DLC now is like, okay, cool, nice surprise.
Yeah.
Whereas it's like Pokemon, it's like you knew about it beforehand. That's a red flag. And
Yeah.
like for
Yeah.
$20, I'd rather it be like, oh, it's a cool new world. And
Well,
the game,
Arceus
like,
didn't get DLC, so I guess ZA getting DLC is kind of cool. But it's just
Well, the
weird that
thing
they
is-
announced it now.
yeah, but no, but Bonanza. So like, I 100% in it in 70 to 75 hours. For most
Mm.
people, you're already getting a 40, 50-hour game any
Yep.
percent. So like,
Yeah.
even if you don't buy the DLC, there's still a lot of game in it. And I feel like, I want to support the Odyssey team. I love the idea of the island is great. I kind of wish it was just the island and not that roguelike mode. I feel like the roguelike mode is a weird addition.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo wants, I feel like Nintendo's trying to cash in on that genre with like Hades, and like Binding of Isaac and all that. And I feel like Splatoon worked. I don't think it works for Donkey Kong. I don't think it does.
Yeah, I can't speak from experience because I haven't bought the DLC. I don't really have interest in it. I feel like if you want to justify the price tag, a bit better is if the world you explored was like a super big, mega challenging area rather than just a nostalgic throwback to like really test a player's skills. Granted, I don't know what DK Isle has. There could be some secret, a mumbo jumbo surprise in there that I just don't know.
But no, like, I'm hoping that I feel like the Zaza DLC is definitely gonna be like $35 or something, and it's probably gonna be not as good. I hate to say it.
It depends on if it's one or two like packs kind of thing. If it's one, it'll
Probably
probably
one
be like
pack.
20. But if it's because the Scarlet and Violet 2 DLCs
So-
was like 35 or something, I think.
I think one thing Nintendo doesn't want to admit with all this is like, look, game development is inexpensive as hell. Like, this is a 4K system. Like all these games, like a lot of these games can play
Yes, they are,
120
Jen.
FPS, 4K. So it's like, even if like, I only play in 1080, I'm fine, but like most people probably have higher expectations of games. And I think Nintendo is trying to meet that. And so it's like, oh crap, we gotta offset the cost, hence the amiibo, hence DLC, hence all these accessories. And it makes sense. I just feel like I think it's not so much greed. I think it's like a lot of it is their development is increasing in price. And I think a lot of people aren't seeing that, in my opinion. But,
Eh,
you know.
I don't know. I feel like in a lot of these cases, especially with the Galaxy stuff, I feel like they just upcharge on a lot of this just because they know they can get away with selling at those prices. I mean,
Okay,
look
yeah,
at
yeah, yeah.
look at how quickly Mario Kart World sold. Like that game got into so much controversy for being $80, and yet, it still sold like millions of copies. Granted, I don't know how much people bought the bundle compared to like getting it by itself, but still, I feel like Nintendo just knows they can nickel and
That
dime
is
the
true,
consumer
yeah.
a lot, and I think it's really setting a bad precedent for a lot of
Jen,
people.
we see you.
I think also it's hard because it's like I was thinking like with all the Switch stuff coming out and legacy content, it's like I want to keep collecting as long as I can for other systems. Like I've been trying to get more into DS and like DS and 3DS because like it still has this very particular feel, but the Switch is more and more becoming a monopoly. It's like, hey, you don't have to pay thousands of dollars to play all these games. And that's great. I just don't want Nintendo to like abuse that and be like, look, this is expensive, this is even more expensive, but this is convenient. Play this way
Yeah.
instead.
I genuinely
yeah.
wonder, like, it'll have to be at least 2 to 3 years before they stop making Switch 1 games. At least 3 years. The Switch is just too successful. And I think that's why, like, we're not getting a whole lot of games for Switch 2 alone yet.
Okay, obviously we don't have to go through like every game in the list and stuff. The one omission I was really surprised about was Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Yeah.
Like Tomodachi
Yeah.
Life, I was that made sense.
Yeah.
So I thought Rhythm Heaven Groove was a January or summer or spring game, and
It wasn't
Tomodachi
either.
was a summer game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Tomodachi Life is further along development?
If they're showing it this early, then it might be. I mean, Rhythm Heaven, like from
Yeah.
a stylistic standpoint, it doesn't need that much work, but at the same time, like again, like it has a very unique style. Whereas with Tomodachi Life, 3D animation in general is also just much easier to do these days than like 2D
Right.
hand-drawn stuff. So maybe that could be a part of it. I was definitely confused about the lack of Rhythm Heaven myself. I was glad to see
Now-
Tomodachi Life, obviously, but
Yeah. I think like I don't know, that's the thing too, is just like I feel like Nintendo's kind of hesitant to put out these bite-sized, smaller experiences that aren't separate DLCs. Like, like Rhythm Heaven, I feel like would be like a 10 to 15 hour game, any percent, versus like Mario like Wonder, which would probably be like maybe like longer to play. Or no, sorry, Bonanza, which that would be like again 40, 50 hours.
yeah.
So
I mean,
go ahead.
yeah, I definitely do miss the times when like they'd put out a lot of smaller scale games on like the 3DS and the Wii U eShop, and they still do that to an extent on the Switch, like
A
with
little bit. Yeah.
Box Boy, Box Girl, and like Good Job. I feel like having those more smaller budget options, especially in this day and age where obviously the economy is not in the best place right now, I think definitely can help bring back some goodwill that they've been losing.
I also think it's like not every game needs to be the big budget. You see every freckle on Leon Kennedy's face or whatever his
Agreed.
name is from Resident
Yeah.
Evil.
Agreed.
I don't care for realism. Like I love like I don't know. I just feel like it's nice that Nintendo is like doing these small expansions. Like you get these smaller experiences as part of bigger games. It would be nice if like it's good that they're promoting like Hades because it's like, hey, I know it's a bigger game, but like at least Hades is an indie. It's a cheaper title, but it'll still keep you playing for a long time. But let's get back
Right.
on track real quick. We can just
Can we talk?
leave
Can,
one-
can,
Good
can
night,
we
Jack.
talk? Can we talk about? Can we talk about Metroid Prime 4, please?
Yep.
I was gonna say
Honest to God,
you can have the
I have
floor.
no notes.
December.
I
I
have
am
zero
so
notes when it comes to that
hyped.
game. I have zero notes when it comes to that game. Every single
too.
time
Oh
I've
my
seen that game in
gosh.
action, and I'm not even a Metroid fan in particular. I've never really gone far in any of the games. Every single time I've seen that game in action, I'm like, this looks like the most polished game Nintendo's ever made.
And rightfully so, because first off, I have one thing to say. I'm not, like, I've seen some people already complaining about Samus's bike. I don't care. I really don't. It's sick. And if you don't like it, if you want to just trek all the way across the desert on foot, it looks like you can do that. So don't.
That's why they showed you getting out of it. Yeah, because they probably knew that.
I mean, I could understand it not exactly fitting in with such like the deep, dark, depressing world of Metroid, but at the same time, it was probably the hardest image I saw in the direct. So it was like,
I know, like, and go for it.
I was just gonna say, the more I think about it, Metroid Prime 4 is the best Halo game we had since Halo 3.
I can't speak on that. I don't play Halo, but you know, honest to God, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they took some inspiration.
No,
even as far back.
Yeah, I know some of the Halo devs, some developers from the Halo series were brought on as like art designers, and like, you know, like they were part. Yeah, they're part of that development team. But one thing that I'm just excited about, yes, is just the release date is finally here. We know it's coming in December. Yes. I'm so freaking excited. It's gonna miss being nominated. It's gonna miss being nominated at the Game Awards. That's fine. It's fine.
I can tell you one thing.
Even if it was nominated, it would most likely lose to Expedition 33 anyway.
Yeah. I will tell you. With man, people who don't have a Switch 2 yet, who get one this holiday season, they got plenty they can buy to play. That's right.
Exactly. But going back to what you're talking about, how like polished it looked. Nintendo said back in 2019 when they rebooted it that by the time we saw it again, it would be worthy of standing alongside the previous 3 that came before it. And I think we're seeing that, and that in the fact that they have poured the fact that you can play this in 4K 60 FPS or 120 frames a second, you could choose between the performance modes and everything. I'm like, they really have gone above and beyond, pun intended, of just the quality that we're going to be playing come December. And it looks like it's going to be a much bigger game than we initially were thinking. Like, I'm excited to just explore, that desert world, and see just how big this expansive world is. I'm sure we're going to have the classic Metroidvania elements of looking for upgrades to unlock different areas of the world, which is what I hope is still part of, like the classic Metroid-esque stuff that's in a Metroid game. But like those open elements of just being able to kind of go anywhere and explore kind of any zone you want to kind of do. I'm so pumped. I'm excited to see Samus and Sylux go at it. It's gonna be a big deal. I can't wait.
On Switch 1, it still looks great.
Nearly a decade in development.
I've been waiting like 8 years for this dang game, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So, Retro, if you're listening, don't make Prime 5. I don't want to be like, where's Retro Prime 5? No, stop.
No,
just let Prime 4 be the peak of Metroid and just end it. Just no more Metroid Prime, please.
Retro, if you're listening, don't listen to him. Make all the Metroid Prime games you want. I trust you with my life.
Here's a question, Josh. Do you think we get to see Samus's face in Prime 4? Take the helmet off.
Yes, because you actually, if you could, I also think, because technically you get to see her face in Metroid Prime Remastered and the original Metroid Prime. If you get if you get a percent high enough when she leaves the temple, she takes her helmet off, and you get to see it. And so I would imagine I could see, like, I don't know if they will go this crazy in the final battle against Sylux, but I could see the two of them, like, after you deplete his health bar, like it shows a cut scene of like the two of them are just shooting at each other, and she like blasts his like a side of his helmet, and you see like his face inside, and like the other side is like still his mask, and then she takes her helmet off because the two of them apparently have been rivals since Metroid Prime Hunters. And so, like, to see see the two of them come face to face over whatever started their conflict. I'm just excited to just see what they do with it. And so it's gonna be good. And the fact that this game is finally dated, it's finally real, it's finally here. It finally feels real. It really finally feels real because like every time they showed a trailer, it's looked great. Nothing wrong with the quality of the game, but like there's been no date. We had no idea when exactly this game is coming. Now we do, and we can start finally counting down. And I feel like because they said two things, because at the very end they not only did they give that date, but they said the road to launch begins. And I feel like this is just the start of a giant at the very go back and watch the trailer. At the very end they said the road to launch begins. And so I feel like this is just the start of a giant marketing campaign. I feel like we're going to get a Metroid Prime 4 centered direct where it's later on down the road that explores more of Samus's psychic powers.
We're getting another Kirby direct.
Yeah, we're gonna get but I think we're gonna get a whole lot more down the road about this. We're gonna get some more small little overview trailers. I think because
I feel like this is
excited.
Easily your most hyped game since Tears of the Kingdom. I can tell.
Yes,
this is one of my favorites.
It is.
Basically, your journey to this game basically mirrors mine with Kingdom Hearts 3. Hopefully, unlike Kingdom Hearts 3, it's not disappointing.
God, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Here's something, and this will kind of tell you guys how kind of old I am. I don't mind giving away my age online. It's fine.
I'm the oldest one here.
But like.
It's okay. We won't dox you. Someone else.
When Metroid Prime 4 was initially announced back in 2017, I was a sophomore in high school, and now I am all the way through college. I have gone and graduated through high school and all the way through college.
Because it was 2017.
Waiting for this game.
I was 18 when it was first announced, and like I'm gonna be 27 a month from now.
Yeah, I was
25.
I was 20, I think, when it was announced. So I mean, we're not all too far away from each other's age.
Oh wait, no, sorry, I was 17 when it was announced, but back when I didn't really react to stuff. But no, it's like I think Prime 4 is gonna be one of my favorite games ever. Like. Bonanza was awesome, but like Prime 4,
hope so. Prime 1 was enjoyable.
Easily.
I didn't get to play 2 and 3. I never got the chance. I never bought them for the.
I'm making it my mission. I make it my mission to play through the first Prime remaster.
I feel like Prime 4. Never mind. I can't say anything because Donkey Kong Bonanza. I was gonna say Prime 4 just feels like it's gonna be like that first Switch to like next gen type game, but we had Bonanza, so I guess not. It just I don't know. It just feels more like next gen-y versus.
That back in the Switch 2 Direct, they really wanted to emphasize that this system is super powerful, output 4K, all that stuff, and I feel like when we actually play Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, the Switch 2 edition of that, and it's running with all that power at the max, I think we're really going to see just how powerful the Switch 2 really is, and I think it's going to be a technical showpiece for that system. And so, but yes, I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and reiterate to what D-Man said. This has been a game that has been in the back of my head for a long time, because back when it got restarted in 2019, I immediately was like, okay, just get it out of my memory. I don't need to. It's not coming for a long time. I just need to get it out of my memory. Just don't even expect now that. But when they showed the first official trailer back at during the June 2024 Nintendo Direct, and they showed that was the moment where I was like, okay, I can finally start getting hyped for this game again. And
really? Oh, sorry, I was just gonna say, like, that's probably my favorite Direct ever, because not only did we get Mario and Luigi coming back, the very end it was like, oh, lower expectations, and my gut is like, it's Prime 4. I'm like, no.
Wait, no.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Was it that one or the September one?
Like my mindset was like, if they were going to finally announce it at any time, it was going to be at that moment. So
was it that one or the September one that had Marvel vs. Capcom in it? Because one of those was
that was
crazy.
June. That was June.
Direct, okay, yeah, that Direct went crazy. That Direct, I was at work. I went down to watch some of it at our wing that like no one lives in one of the bathrooms on my phone, and I was like screaming when they showed Marvel. I was screwed.
Yeah, they also that was also the direct where they had Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. So they had a Mario, they had a Zelda, and then they had a Metroid in one direct.
And they had Marvel, and they had Mario Party. They had so much in that direct. That direct was crazy.
If you ask me, my favorite direct of all time was probably just that initial Switch 2 direct, just because we got
good.
Kirby Air Riders.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a second favorite. I mean, I like the experience, like being able to be around those people in Nintendo New York and like seeing everyone cheering. That was great. But again, like I felt like this was a very decent direct overall, but like that was a nice end to the Switch 1 era. But anyway, let's go back to we don't have to go through every game, but like going back to the direct we saw today. We already covered Metroid and all that stuff.
I do want to quickly bring up Kirby Air Riders for a moment, because like
good idea.
Because I'm currently still working on my video about the initial Kirby Air Riders direct, and I might as well spoil this. One of the things I talk about is that I'm going to be going on a big social media blackout once we learn more information about the game, because like I want to go in knowing as little as I can, so I'm not gonna bother watching that next direct. So I was worried going to this that this might ruin a lot of things for me. I might be spoiled on something and might ruin the video. Literally all it was is we're gonna release some amiibo for the game. They're gonna function like the fighters would in Smash Brothers for the amiibo, and then tune to this next direct at a later date for more info. Perfect. So that was literally all I needed.
So now I'm scared because the completionist in me is like, hey, we're gonna make multiple amiibo, not just two. I'm like, damn it!
Yeah.
Are they gonna make a Meta Knight one? I gotta get the Meta Knight one or a Morpho Knight one.
And those ones are $50 a piece.
You know what? What's cool?
Maybe.
Now after
no, literally, you can see the prices right now. They actually did confirm they're $50.
Now after this direct, I've come to realize that I'm more excited with the Switch 2 again. We needed this so bad because now we have dates for all the games the rest of this year. We have ideas of stuff coming out in the spring.
Right.
We have theories of next year that by holiday we might get a new 3D Mario next year, maybe. We haven't seen anything Zelda yet, so that's a possibility next year, even if it's just a top-down Zelda or whatever. It's a possibility. Sometime next year, maybe. There's a lot of I mean, there's already plenty coming out next year with Tamagotchi Life and Mario stuff and updates, whatever. But, I mean, Mario Kart DLC, whatever. But outside of DLC, I mean, I mean, heck, we still haven't seen a new Animal Crossing yet. We haven't seen, we have Hyrule Warriors Zelda, I guess, but we haven't seen I feel like at some point they're gonna bring back Star Fox. At some point for Switch 2.
F-Zero.
Because they didn't on Switch 1 with a new game. So I feel like Switch 2, they're going to bring back Star Fox in a good way, because I know the one on Wii U was disappointing to most. So
I think I'll kind of just to bounce off that, I really felt like this was the Switch 2 Direct Part 2, in my opinion, because this completes everything that was initially announced back in that direct, and it gave us a peek at what was to come later. Because the Switch 2 Direct, I went back and watched the Switch 2 Direct about the night, last night before this one today, and going back and watching it, it was a hype direct, but it felt very incomplete without the release dates, without just, I mean, hype announcements, but no idea when you're going to get to play them in 2025. And I'm like, this direct, whenever it happens, has one mission, and that is give us those dates and give us the rest of the roadmap for this year. With that roadmap now laid out, I think people can really start getting hyped for this system again. And especially just with their release strategy for the holidays, I feel like this system's going to be hard to find again in the holidays. It's gonna be back to pre-order days. People just.
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna say, Nintendo, if you're gonna increase the price of Switch 2, don't do it this year. Do it
please don't.
Years.
I don't think they will this year.
They're not. But
to their credit, they are doing everything in their power to not increase the price of the Switch 2, because they are increasing the prices of everything else around it, like the OG Switch, the price of the Joy-Cons. I can't believe that the Joy-Cons are now $100 a piece. I can't even fathom that. I know, it's crazy. But I would rather the prices increase for the accessories than the actual system. Than the actual system itself, because the moment that happens, then they've lost. They really have lost.
Like if you ask me, I'm very half and half on it because I have my Switch 2 docked. I have been enjoying what I've been experiencing on it, but I'm very selective about what I end up buying these days because like it is true. Like I know there's a lot of negativity
Expensive.
surrounding the system, but like I can't really sit here and act like it's not justified because like it is true. Like a lot of these prices are getting absolutely ridiculous for some of this stuff. I mean, we saw like after the fact with like the amiibo stuff being so expensive, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 and everything. Like, the DLC for like Pokemon stuff. And it makes me wonder like how much farther are they willing to go before like, a bubble burst? Like where do we draw a
Yeah.
line? Yeah, the games look really great, but do they sort of justify, all these major hikes? And that's the sort of the test in the many years ahead that are they going to stick to their guns? Are they going to start listening more? It's I'm still pretty concerned about the Switch 2's future, not necessarily in the short term because I'm getting Kirby Air Riders and I'll be
Where's
fine for the
Twilight
rest of the
Princess?
Switch 2 generation.
Please.
But
Please.
but yeah, I'm definitely I'm gonna be very selective about what I end up picking up.
So I think
Yeah,
like,
that's. I made a point. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead, Josh.
I made a video a while back talking about how there was a lot of just back when the price for the system and Mario Kart World had just been announced, and like Twitter was just like it was just madness on Twitter because of it. But I remember, I remember making those exact same points, Matthew, about how this generation, I feel like gamers, not just on Nintendo's side, but like
oh yeah.
Sony, on Xbox. I mean, of course, Xbox you got Game Pass, but still, like PlayStation, Xbox, like all of their prices are increasing too. And so I think just the next generation of gaming in general, I think gamers are going to have to be a bit more selective, but also it's also going to be a challenge for the developers as well, because they have to make sure that what they're putting out is worthy of that price tag.
Yep.
Because if it's not worthy of that price tag, nobody's going to buy it. Nobody,
And that is the very crucial thing to me, because like, yes, I know that marketing conditions right now are far from the best, and that is not Nintendo's fault. But Nintendo, like throughout the Switch generation, even before tariffs were an issue, they were constantly like pricing almost every single one of their games $60 regardless of like the content that was in them.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You cannot tell me that Mario Strikers Battle League is worth the same price as Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You just can't. Yeah. So I feel like part of it's due to the marketing stuff, and part of it's just like, Nintendo feeling like, oh, people can like get away with it. But I think another thing for me too, sorry, I'll let you talk in a moment. Another thing for me too is I feel like also, and this is just more of a personal thing, I think the older I get, the more that I sort of resonate with what the indie scene is doing, because they're the ones that, don't have to worry about, financial. I mean, obviously, the budget isn't nearly as high as like the AAA stuff, but they're able to take risks more and be able to like push creativity at lower prices in a way that a lot of these major publishers either can't or they aren't willing to do.
So I
can vouch. I'm so sorry.
No, damn. You can vouch for that, yeah.
I was gonna say I can vouch for that because Hollow Knight Silksong, I think, put every AAA studio to shame. I roll credits on that this morning before the direct happened, and $20. You wanna know how many hours I put in that game? Almost 60.
Expedition
Dang.
33.
Almost,
Wow.
almost 60.
Expedition
It is a
33
massive-
still put them.
Crap.
Expedition
Oh my
33
God.
still put them to shame too, because
Dedication.
even though that game was $50, I mean, look at it, look at the visuals and everything, how much that game could have costed them, and it was a $50 game, and I put almost 80 hours into it.
So
I mean,
Yeah.
I really want to make an indie game video very soon. I don't know when, because it's like I have to compile all the interviews I've done, but I've talked with a lot of developers and like asking them, I went to school for that stuff. Is just like
it was so cool talking to indie developers. Like,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
something I definitely want to do more, because
You
my
should.
experience is that's from my experiences. I've told this like officially released, and it was genuinely like one of the coolest experiences like of my life within the game scene.
So-
And I feel like that dichotomy within like the indie game scene where it feels like, it feels a lot more genuine in comparison.
Right. So I think two things. For you, Matthew, if you have the ability, I'd say like be like, hey, like I love chatting with you. Do you want to do like a quick interview to the developer? Number one. But I think with this Direct 2 and the partner showcase, I think the reason they did that, not a summer one, was like, look, first party games taking a while to make. They're very expensive, all this crap. Third parties are saving the day. We got FF7, Pac-Man World 2 Repack, Persona 3 Reload, all these ports coming, and even though they're game key cards, they're going to be cheaper, at least physically and digitally and all that stuff.
I'm honestly really surprised that the FF7 remake, that's being like charged for $40.
I thought it was going to be
digital
70.
and physical, or
No,
I don't
$40.
know if that's the case for physical, but at least digitally,
check it out.
Intergrade is looking to be like what, $40.
That's
$90,
surprising.
$9, 90 gigabyte download. No way in hell that can fit in the cart.
Whoa.
90
like-
gigabytes.
Like,
My
that's a-
God.
That's one of those instances where game key card is kind of justified since that you wouldn't be able to fit it. It's a shame they couldn't compress it, but what are you gonna do?
So I think like the
Go ahead, Aqua. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
last thing, but I was just basically saying, like I'm like it's nice that we got dates for FF7, and that sizzle reel, no Elden Ring, but like
I literally just thought that. I'm surprised. I didn't think no Elden Ring.
I think Elden Ring's gonna slip. I think Elden Ring's gonna be next year. I think it's gonna
I'm
slip till
surprised
next
we
year.
didn't see more of the Duskbloods either. I thought it was being shown at the end, but no, it was just Resident Evil 9, which is still really impressive. Like
that's
coming
insane.
to Switch 2.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that, and also like native ports
7
of
and 8.
Resident Evil
Yeah.
7
the whole
and
trilogy.
8 when they were previously just cloud versions. So
Do you think now, this is mainly for D-Man, do you think we're gonna get native versions of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 1 to 3 on Switch 2?
hey, I'm a Kingdom Hearts boy too. That's a
Matthew,
genuine
sorry,
question
I
for
forgot
me
about
as
that.
well.
No, and
And,
everyone,
I feel like, considering how much Square Enix has poured a lot
They-
into the Switch, I feel like they can definitely do it. But right now, I think they're just focusing on the HE2D stuff and FF7.
Makes
With
sense.
remake being on there and not being a cloud version, I can see it, but they probably want to get 4 out first. So
Yeah.
Well, no,
I
at
can see
that
that.
rate, we're not gonna get those until like 2032. Like,
no.
Yeah.
Right, because it's a
Oh,
myth.
oh.
You're right.
So going back real quick, just want to interject something this blew my mind. Y'all talking about file sizes a while ago, just like how FF7 is like 90 gigs. Y'all want to know how many gigs Metroid Prime 4 is?
How much?
11.
It's 40. It's 40.
Dang.
It's a 40 gig game. It's a
Yeah,
That's the
40 gig
biggest game
game.
they've ever put out. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
so.
the
Yeah, I
biggest
think
game.
you're right. Yeah, this
It's a-
game. Again, if this game disappoints, it's so over. It is so Jover. It is so Jover.
So,
Man.
who
But
knows? And I hope it's not more clever.
But
I will say
I-
I'm kind of glad that they ended it with something that like I didn't care about, being Fire Emblem. Like,
I
don't-
disagree.
I was
I don't
about to
care.
talk about Fire Emblem. No, actually, no. So at first I was seeing like the footage of like the Coliseum. I thought, oh, would they ending on like Sid Meier's Civilization or something? But
I heard somebody say they thought it was Kid Icarus at one point because of the
I
Coliseum.
thought
like
so
it-
too, and I'm like, wait.
it would have been
no.
the most hilarious thing if like someone like, because I think back to like the reaction that like Luigi Kid had to Byleth and Smash, and he just thought it was Star Wars for a straight 20 seconds. I was hoping someone would have that sort of reaction again. No, I actually am particularly surprisingly interested in this Fire Emblem game, and
It
I
looks
say
cool.
surprisingly because like I never really got invested into Fire Emblem in general. I played a little bit of Sacred Stones and a little bit of Awakening, but never got far in either of them. But this one, I think with like the Coliseum setting, it looks particularly interesting to me.
it definitely seems like they're going more that serious tone on like Engage, which apparently was more of like a goofy Saturday morning cartoon. Here's the thing I'm
Mhm.
upset about though. I'm glad there's a new Fire Emblem. It makes sense. They're due. No genealogy of the Holy War. That
At
was
first I
rumored
thought
for
that-
God knows
at
how
first-
long, and I'm very
At first,
upset.
I
about
thought
that.
this was a. At first, I thought this was a remake of that. I never played the game.
Yeah.
I don't know what it looks like because my mind went to Colosseum, a Holy War. But no, it's a full new game entirely. That kind of
Like,
surprised me.
So like I don't understand that because like I need it. I feel like Echoes must have sold really good because that was like one of the best Fire Emblem games from what I've heard. Like I played it, that was awesome. But like we haven't had a remake since that. I think that's the only one we've
We
gotten.
did get a
in
new
the last...
farming simulator game though. That's always hype.
Of course.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah.
Game of the
Absolute
year.
Absolute cropama. Absolute cropama.
Oh, we
but
also
no,
got
like,
we also got a Splatoon knockoff game.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
there was no Splatoon.
That's
radio.
enough. I was gonna say there's
Yeah,
no
I
there
was
was
surprised.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
I was like that was very weird. I was like
That's the
you know
one
that was of all places they announced that in the Nintendo Today app and they're not gonna update anything
No.
like that in the Nintendo Direct, which is weird.
That's
Yeah.
a summer 2026 game. That would make
You
sense.
think so?
Yeah,
You think
because
so?
Splatoon's always
100%.
summer. That makes sense.
August.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, like if there were any game I think could really get me into Fire Emblem, then Fortune's Weave might probably be the one just because of like the concept. I like the story going on. I like the voice acting. Just any story where it's just like, oh, people are killing each other for sport and trying to find peace in order to put that to a stop is just really fascinating to me.
I need to get into like Fire Emblem and Pokemon. I want to get more into really bad. It's just like, I'm not great at strategy games. I'm more of an action gamer, so it's like really difficult to
Yeah.
like do that. You
Same.
know, I loved Echoes, but like it was kind of a learning curve, and like I know Three Houses is supposed to be really good and engaged.
Yeah, they're
too,
gonna
but,
put
like,
the new Fire Emblem
that's a
character
tricky
in
thing.
Smash when they do a new Smash.
You know,
game.
from what it looks like, this seems to
Yeah.
be take place in the same timeline as Three Houses. It's just they do like a time skip because they have that character. I don't remember the name. The
Tiki's
green
like
ha-
old. She's like an
green
adult
haircut.
adult. Like
yeah,
Tiki.
yeah. So it's gonna
That's
be
nuts.
interesting to see how that ties into everything too.
You know, I'm glad that
The
we're
thing-
not
yeah,
getting.
I
I'm glad that we're not getting like stuff like Smash yet and things that overshadow
Me
everything.
Smash
too.
would
That
not.
would have been too much for this.
Smash
Too
would
much.
make
Surely.
Smash would be like way too soon, especially if you want to
2029.
bring Sakurai back.
Yeah, it'll
into
be at
it,
least
if he
2
even-
years.
If he even comes back to direct,
I
this
could see
one.
them
For-
teasing it maybe like holiday of next year in a direct like September,
Nope.
but it's too early.
Nope.
Yeah.
I've been here. So
Um,
I will say. Sorry, I was just gonna say. From what I've heard, I'm pretty sure that Sakurai's next game will be Smash, and it won't be out for at least another like 3-4 years. But we'll have to wait and see about.
I can only imagine the mental turmoil that's going to be at his age.
Yeah,
don't
we'll,
think
we'll
so.
just get, we'll just
That's
get
what I was
an
gonna say.
ultimate update for now.
I was gonna say I'm really 50-50 on whether he comes back to develop the next Smash game. Like I know he's pouring right now. He's pouring his heart and soul into Kirby Air Riders, but like and for him to go immediately from that into making the next Super Smash
I don't
Brothers,
care
I just
what
feel
he
like
makes, as long as I get to watch him in front of a screen do a direct presentation. It could be
It's-
it
Yeah.
could be a franchise I don't give a crap about, and Sakurai always makes me enjoy what I'm watching. Like I don't get it.
Yeah.
His YouTube channel on game design was one of the greatest gifts we've ever gotten in gaming.
Yeah.
yeah,
So good.
yeah.
I didn't watch all of it, but like from what I did
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
it's like amazing.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Very informative watches. Like very, very basic stuff, but very essential to know.
I feel like for like
Yeah.
game design, like I feel like I should have used it more because like I taught game design over the summer. And, like I wish I like emphasized that more. Be like, hey, if you want to learn this stuff, go to this channel. Like it's
I'm glad
very
that they're
useful
gonna
for
wait at least a few years for Smash though, because I feel like you guys said before with the Switch One, when Smash gets announced, from then on the
It's gonna-
directs it's gonna
it's-
overshadow
it's gonna-
everything at the end because everyone's
Yeah.
gonna expect Smash at the end of every single direct they make. So I'm kind of glad because that means that for the next 2 to 3-ish years, we're gonna get stuff before that to be able to be hyped for in the endings
Right.
of directs instead of Smash and then Smash and then Smash DLC, yada yada,
Yeah.
at the
So-
end of every direct, which is always hype. I love the surprises.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
hype, but
Mhm.
having other things
Uh,
to shine for now is great. Cause like for instance,
Oh,
within the
absolutely.
next let me think. We're in 2025, 2026. Imagine if by the end of next year we got just a teaser for the next 3D Zelda. It'll have been 3 years since Tears of the Kingdom. Imagine if
Yeah,
by the
I
end of
think
next year we got our first teaser.
I think well, here's the thing. I think next year is also Zelda's 40th anniversary, so
Oh,
I think we're
shoot.
definitely going to see. Yeah, I think we're going to see Zelda next year. I think we're going to see a teaser for the next game. I think we're going to get our first teaser alongside the movie. I don't know, but regardless, I think 2020 towards the middle to end of 2026 is when they're going to start pushing Zelda again, and that's an exciting time.
That's what I figure.
So yeah, I don't want to go. Whatchamacallit, I do want to be mindful of the time because it is getting late
It
for
is,
the
I'm
East
tired.
Coast folks like me. And I don't know about you, Josh, but like me and D-Man, it's like 1 right now.
That's
Is
fair.
there any other last minute rapid fire stuff we want to talk about from the direct that we haven't mentioned yet?
Let me scroll through because most of the
We talked
stuff,
about most of it.
lots of small indie third party stuff. There was Dragon Quest VII.
Okay,
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm very upset about that. Like, not to be negative Nancy, but it's like I love Square Enix. I really want to play more RPGs. Why in the hell was Chrono Trigger not there? This is the year
Yeah.
to like that Toriyama passed away, and granted they probably were making this before then, but like he passed. And if you're gonna honor his legacy, granted I know Dragon Quest is probably more of his child, but like I think the right thing to do would be a proper 3D Chrono Trigger remake. Not HD 2D crap, a nice ground
I want
up, beautiful
haven't played it.
Super Mario RPG style game. And they friggin' did Dragon Quest VII again.
James is
Square
right.
Enix is
James said they can
stupid.
announce Chrono Trigger on its own. It's big enough.
Like,
Yeah.
They could.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm happy to see these games on Switch, but like some of the choices like developers make of like what to port and make doesn't make
Mm.
sense. Like, is 7 like one of the most popular? I know 8 is
No idea.
supposedly, but like
I would have thought you'd pick 8 before 7, honestly.
yeah, exactly. That's like more expensive, I think, on the 3DS. But anyway,
Yep.
anything else?
I guess the
some-
biggest.
some other... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say the biggest thing that I'm just excited for is Nintendo revealing that basically from now to the holidays is just their rapid fire release
Non-stop.
schedule.
Yeah,
That's-
say it one more
that's
time
what's now.
because
That's
James
right.
wasn't here to see
All
the
right,
releases
all right,
here.
yeah.
It's insane.
All right, here we go. So starting on, literally 2 weeks from now, Hades 2 drops on September 25th. A week later, Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 drop. 2 weeks after that is Pokemon Legends ZA. And 2 weeks after that is Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. 2 weeks after that is Kirby Air Riders. And then 2 weeks after that is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Actually, I know one
Insanity.
thing I should do. So real
Insane.
quick, not to interject, but I'm just gonna for anyone who's curious, I know Dennis Demon and Nintendo Memories weren't here yet the other day. I'm gonna pull up my bingo real quick, and I just want to see what I got right and wrong, just to show how crazy of a direct it was.
Well, while you're pulling that up, I might as well just quickly mention the last few some small games that were interesting to me.
Wait.
Power Wash Simulator 2.
James says Prime 4, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and Jujutsu Kaisen all within a day. What?
Are you serious?
What? What?
my-
All on the same day?
Yeah, FNAF 2 is
Dang.
December
That's some
5th.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's some stuff.
Dang.
And Jujutsu Kaisen movie?
Dang. Gamers' wallets are gonna cry.
Dude,
And
mine's
anything
already
else.
priced
What
its
the heck,
packs. I
bro?
swear to God,
What
I've
the
gone
heck?
on so many games this year.
What the
I don't wanna
heck,
talk about
dude?
it.
Dang.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
okay, yeah, but yeah, like as I was saying, like before you get to your last stuff, so yeah, some small games that interested me. Power Wash Simulator 2. I missed out on the first one, but these games look like so freaking relaxing to me. Suika Game Planet.
That was cool.
I know Suika Game was like a big thing back in the day. I'm surprised they're making this its own game instead of just adding it to the regular thing. Lego Voyagers looks neat. Little Nightmares 3, I'm surprised is a thing. And then like, oh yeah, there was also not interesting to me particularly, but I know there's a sort of big thing, like the remake of Fatal Frame 2.
Oh, that's gonna be gas. I need to play the other one so bad. I need
I've
to
heard
play
good
a scary
I've heard a
game
lot
next
of good
month.
things about those games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so really quickly, and we can go back to the other stuff later because I know it's getting late. Just to show how stacked of a direct this was, a lot of it was like just like predictions and like crazy things.
Yeah, there was
I
a
try-
lot of,
we
a
try
lot
to
of stuff
keep it
that we
modest.
expected, but it was things that we knew.
Yeah, so let's see. So for if you can't see it, it's more Switch 2 editions, check. Red Dead Redemption 2, nope. Galaxy 2 HD, check. Ratchet and Clank Splatoon Raiders, nope.
There wasn't
Mario,
a whole lot of third party in there this time.
nope.
There wasn't much.
Mario
Surprised.
40th Anniversary, check. Hyrule Warriors release date, check. Prime 4 gets a damn date, check. NSO, holy shit, I got a bingo! Yo!
Wow.
Oh my god, so it's
Oh.
Mario 40th Anniversary, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment date, Prime 4 date, NSO, and Virtual Boy 30th Anniversary. Bingo. Nice.
Wow.
Nuts.
Wow.
And you killed like 2 for 1 with the NSO and the Virtual Boy.
Yep.
Hey.
Sega Atlas, nope. Mario Kart DLC, nope. Yoshi's Woolly World Complete Edition, nope. No Fire Emblem, no Gravity Rush, no Prime Hunters, FF7 and Hades 2 dates, I'll count that. No Marvel Rivals or Rhythm of Heaven, Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. Yep. Luigi's Mansion 4 and Golden Sun, Hi-Fi Rush, Dusk Bloods. So basically the bottom row, and Professor Layton New World.
I love how
so-
you've got basically almost nothing on the bottom half and then just a perfect row on like the second to the
Hmm.
top.
Yeah, it's so funny. Wow. Is there a way to draw in OBS?
I have no
has to
idea.
be.
I don't think there is, no.
Damn. Well, anyway, I just wanted to share that real quick. But no, it's like obviously did the 9 to whatever. Nice. Like I could have like tried to make an excuse like no, I'm gonna be an adult, suit up, wait.
James
be
said Persona
patient.
3 is Atlas.
Oh yeah, well we knew that. We knew that. Like I was talking about new stuff.
And there is a demo for a 3 reload on the Switch 2
So-
now.
Is it? I kind of want to make a video just for filler, be like, hey, here's gameplay footage of the first 30 minutes of the demo on Switch 2, but I don't know. That's
Well, I
probably
saw
not my
I
style.
saw a video from GVG earlier today. They tested out the demo for like frame rate, resolution stuff. It's
It's
a
30
step-
FPS.
Oh man.
yeah, it's a step above PS4. It's a little bit clearer. Load times are a bit better.
Oh.
But definitely nowhere near like PS5.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as a collector, I should be getting game key cards because I feel like they are going to get rare because no one likes them. But at the same time, you don't own them, so it's like, is it
Yeah.
worth getting? That I
You're-
don't know.
You're a
That-
strong man. Don't send the signal to Nintendo that this is
The
So
only
okay.
I've
reason
been
that I kind of want the FF7 remake one is because like the art on the back, like the flippable art, looks incredible.
That looks sick. Okay, that
and
makes
it gives you a card pack inside too, which is like, wow, they give you something. Who would have thought?
that
They never do
and
that
for 40
anymore.
bucks, that makes sense.
Is the physical 40?
I think there's no way.
I mean,
it's 40.
it is a game key card, and you get a booster pack in there. I like the reversible art. I feel like that's not 40.
$40 physical.
What? I'll get it.
Wait, that can't be right. That
What?
can't be right. It has to
I
be.
mean,
yeah.
I like the
Wait.
art on it. I like the reversible artwork on it. You also get all the bonuses from the deluxe editions. Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get the physical, even though it's a game key card. That'll be like the only game key card I'll probably get.
I'm standing ground. You will not see
It's
a
the-
game key card appear in my hands
the
unless
FF7.
it's like
Already have two. Already have two.
it's like a big bargain bin thing where like the publisher doesn't get the money and I just want to play the game once
If I
and
wasn't
it's
such
over.
a Final Fantasy VII idiot, then I probably would. If they did the same thing with Kingdom Hearts and they had reversible art and had bonuses and this and that with it, I'd probably do the same freaking thing.
See, well, I feel like I'm gonna make a whole ass video about game key cards eventually. I'm already storyboarding a script for like me fighting a game key card. It's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
But like for me, it's like I'm not so much fully like Bo, who is like, I love Botox games. Like, I'm not gonna buy every game key card I want because I would rather get 200 physical Switch games first. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'd rather get more Switch 1 games physically on the cartridge
Yeah.
than get game key cards.
Speaking of, I'm even
Yeah,
thinking of
that's what
just
I'm gonna be
getting.
doing with Pac-Man World 2.
I'm thinking of just getting the Switch 1 editions of Pokemon and Prime 4 and just getting the upgrade because the words on the physical copy look like crap. I
I
hate
kind of
that.
want to build
I
the
hate
Switch
that.
2 collection because they are special.
I do too. That's the thing.
I
But
mean,
like,
I
the
imagine
the
if you
stupid
get the
words on the
Switch
front,
2
man. Josh, what do
I
you
mean,
think?
What's that?
What like physical copy wise? What are you gonna get like with Prime 4 specifically? Switch 1 or Switch 2? Because
So-
them words on there is dumb. Oh wait, at
So
least it's
this is the
digitally first.
I'm going back and forth on whether or not I even want to get it physically because if you preload it, you can play it at midnight
Yeah.
or an hour before midnight. It opens at 11 p.m. for me because it's Central Time. So I'm able to I would be able to like play it like on the dime when it releases, and that's
Yeah.
gonna be what I want to do.
I'm
True.
I'm a man of patience. Like I wait to get all my games physically when I can.
Yeah, I try to too.
Yeah.
Look, I tend to be a patient person. I'm out of patience with Metroid. I'm ready to
Yeah.
play the darn game.
I mean, you've been waiting for this for 8 years. I've been waiting for Kirby Air Riders for like what, a few
20?
months.
Hades 2. Oh, that's a hard thing. I didn't expect it to come out in 2 weeks.
My
weeks.
sister, as soon as that direct ended, grabbed her Switch and pre-ordered that Joker. She ran to get her
That's-
Switch too.
That's the problem with me. Is just like I want to wait. Like I'd rather spend the money once physically, and I don't know how
Yeah.
my backlog's gonna be because like next day is Pac-Man. So like maybe I will just like wait for the physical because I'm gonna get Pac-Man the next day. You know what I mean? So that's hard. But
Personally, I'm probably just going to be getting the Switch 1 edition of Prime 4 just because I'd rather be paying $60 than 80, and the Switch 1 version still looks like it runs
no, I think it's
perfectly
70.
fine.
I'm pretty
It's
sure.
70. It's 70. It's not
70.
80. It's 70.
Yeah.
It's
not 80.
Is it? Let me
no,
double
Yeah.
check.
only
that.
Mario Kart was 80. Everything else is 70.
Yeah.
No,
It's a
I'm
70
talking-
game.
Physically,
No,
it's
no,
80.
because like let me
Switch
pull
2
up,
version
no, the
is
Switch
70.
2
The
is-
Switch 1 version 60, and there's a $10 upgrade for the Switch 2 edition.
Oh,
Same with Legends
Yes.
EA.
oh,
Yeah, Pokemon's the
oh!
same
For
way.
some reason, I thought Metroid Prime 4's upgrade pack was 20. Okay,
No.
I
No.
wouldn't do
It's
that.
only 10.
I must be
Crazy
thinking of
board.
Pokemon then.
No, Pokemon's
Yeah,
only
so,
$10 upgrade. Pokemon's
Trying to
Uh,
think of what else. Any last minute things? I feel like I'm missing one other thing to talk about. with the direct.
not that I'm aware of.
Oh, can we just say like it's cool that Koizumi was the presenter this time? That was nice.
Yes, I was really cool to see him. It was really good. It was really good to see Shigeru Miyamoto. Like it was really nice
Yeah.
to see him. Like you rarely get to see him these days.
We did talk
Because
about
he's
it,
he's right. He's wrapped up in all the theme park stuff and all the the stuff with movies. The only thing that I would say that I kind of hated about this direct is that we didn't get to see a preview of 3D Mario. Although the reason why I think that is because they focused up until spring of next year, and I think 3D Mario is the holiday game for next year.
will-
And
We just got Donkey Kong Bonanza
We
by the
just got
Odyssey team.
Bonanza.
You can be
That's true.
patient. All right.
That's right. That's true. It's true. But like you go Mario 40th anniversary and you don't tease the next big 3D Mario game, which
Well,
hasn't.
so-
There hasn't.
They didn't
that's
tease
that.
any sort of like new games for like the 35th anniversary. Granted,
no,
I
but-
know we were in the middle of a pandemic, but regardless.
But they said they said very bluntly the Mario movie is the main thing for the anniversary, which
That
is
too.
weird, but I guess it makes sense
Yeah.
because it's.
But
I don't know.
but overall, this direct had everything I wanted in it. I went in with just I went in wanting to know the Metroid Prime 4 release date, and I got that plus so much more. And so this direct was an A plus for me, because I'm just excited that the fact that the next Mario movie is based off of my favorite Mario game of all time. Hyrule Warriors is looking smoother and better than ever, and Metroid Prime 4 is finally dated, and we can finally start counting down to release. And the fact that the upcoming release schedule is literally back to back to back to back to back, it's a great time to be a Nintendo fan. A plus in my book.
So
again, I'm not gonna be towing the company line on this one. Yeah, I thought the direct was I thought it was good. What we saw there was good. For me, a lot of it was just ruined for me because of like the company greed going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
I can't really be too excited about, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 coming back permanently when they're like charging for a price that I feel is really ridiculous for it. I can't be too excited about Virtual Boy stuff coming back.
That's fair.
When they want you to like pay like a huge amount of money to like get the authentic experience from it.
I feel like
and then like, pay DLC for Donkey Kong Bonanza that feels like it's mostly just retreading ground that Odyssey did.
the nice thing is,
Yeah,
is like, Oh,
this is my
sorry.
last. This is my last little nit. This is the last little nitpick that I have. I have nothing really. This is the only other thing that I really have. I mean, I know they were talking about Virtual Boy, and I know I was being kind of funny earlier, but I kind of wish that they had expanded a little bit on their future lineup for the GameCube NSO library. I was really hoping we'd see more of that, and we didn't. But that's probably.
I think they're just waiting to go through all the other games they've already announced before they really.
You're probably and that's what I was thinking too. But
yeah, like we'll probably see. I don't know, maybe Pokemon Coliseum this
Next
month,
year.
like
No, next
Luigi's
year.
Mansion the next.
ZA is too close. They want to keep promotion on that right now. Coliseum and XD will be next year during the 30th anniversary of Pokemon.
Well, what were the
You're
other
probably
games
right.
they have left to show? Like
both will be
Super
next
Mario Sunshine. I know they still have to do. Oh yeah,
I thought Sunshine.
I thought Sunshine they could do.
I thought Sunshine was going to be after this direct. I thought it was going to be Shadow Drop today on NSO. I really thought it was.
Surprising.
Because because of Mario's 40th anniversary, but
right, but
that's really
yeah, I guess Fire and Path of Radiance could fit in because Fortune's Weave doesn't come out till next year.
Yeah. But no, I will
any
say
nitpicks. I was gonna say any nitpicks from you guys.
I think I feel like some of the like announcements were weird. I feel like most of the nitpicks I said I already mentioned got out of the way, but like, yeah, no, I was same thing with you, Josh. It was like, okay, when is Hades 2 coming out? When's Prime 4 coming out? And what are they doing for Mario's 40th? They got all that and more. Galaxy 2 finally is real. I almost cried. So I just gotta catch up my backlog. Finally beat Hades for the first time and actually get through my backlog, and so I can jump in and catch up.
As for me, like, I already know, like, the stuff that I know I'm going to buy, I know I'm going to not. Kirby Air Riders, I'm definitely getting 100%. Metroid Prime 4, like, I'm definitely getting. I'm happy to see Mario Galaxy 1 and especially 2 back, but that's something I'm going to just get secondhand because I do not want to give Nintendo the money for, like, that price hike. And then, like, Pokemon Legends ZA, that's sort of a lost cause for me. Age of Imprisonment, I am clearly not the target demographic for that. So that's sort of like a lot of my holiday stuff. Kirby Air Riders, Metro Prime 4, and then probably some extra indie games in between for me. Like Ball X Pit was shown in the last Indie World. That game looks great. I played that.
Nice.
I played that demo on Steam. It looks
them random GameStop buy one get two or buy one get one or buy two get one free kind of deal in December. They always do it.
Yeah. So
maybe, but yeah.
What about you, man?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I mean, you're streaming this. I don't think you've had your say yet.
I was letting everybody else have the floor. I mean, oh yeah, no, it's great. I'm gonna be getting all these games, all of them, literally. I'm gonna be going straight from. Let's see. Straight from Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 to Pokemon Legends ZA to Hyrule Warriors to Kirby Air Riders to Prime 4. So that's just gonna be the next few months worth of gaming outside of trips, outside of whatever else is going on with life, dude. Comic-Con, you name it. It's gonna be crazy.
Nintendo
I got plenty to keep me busy the next few months, and that makes me really happy once these games start coming out. Because when I'm bored on a weekend, when I don't got plans on a weekend, I can just play these new games on my Switch too, and leave it at that instead of going out and trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing with my life.
It's good that I
yeah.
took. Sorry to cut you off a little bit. Yeah, but like the last thing from PAX, I'm kind of glad I took a not detox, but like I kind of slowed down gaming. I mainly just played Tetris Forever, watched the videos, and just played a little bit of Starcross World. But now that the direct happened, now that I've beaten Tetris Forever, I'm like, okay, I'm really gonna try to make a better effort. Hopefully this weekend, like not stressed about the YouTube side, but do like catch up with a lot of these games and like find content to match that. So, but I posted links to everyone's channels in my stream chat. Check out like all my good friends. Thank you so much for being part of the discussion.
Wait,
Thank you to everyone.
Oh, wait, is Josh doing a thing in December? Maybe James is in the chat.
Huh?
I guess I'll go ahead and say a little bit.
Unless you don't want to.
It's not. I'll go ahead and talk about it. It's not set in stone, but it's very, 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 very likely I will be heading to the Game Awards in December. So I am looking very.
Yeah.
So I am very excited for that.
Yeah, buddy, James, you know we gotta go.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you guys have fun
can't.
with all of you guys have fun with all your new game releases. I'm just gonna be sticking with like Gradius Origins. Thank you very much.
Nice.
This will likely be the last thing I ever get from Limited Run because I cannot trust that company anymore.
Yeah.
You mark my words, though. Two last remarks I have. One, the Game Awards is going to be a battle of the indie games. I really do believe it. That's going to be. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong battling it out for Game of the Year. I really do.
I didn't even think Silksong. Yeah, that's another
Hades
big
2.
one.
So-
and I didn't think about Hades 2 since that's in the window of being able to be Game of the Year. So
yeah,
that would
true.
knock out. That would straight up knock out Ghost of Yotai if that were to be nominated. Because
Yeah,
you
and
know the
so-
other games that are going to be nominated are DK Bonanza, that'd be number 4. What else? What other 2? were there?
Expedition.
That's one of the 3 he said.
Ah.
So you got Expedition, you got Silksong, you got Hades 2, you got what did I just say? Donkey Kong.
Silksong.
Donkey Kong.
Silksong, Expedition, Hades 2, Bonanza.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding 2.
Death Stranding
Yeah,
2.
it's gonna be
and-
nominated. We know it.
Yeah.
One more. I was gonna.
What?
No, there was some.
Ghost of Yotai?
No, not Ghost
I
of
was
Yotai.
gonna-
There was
I was
some-
gonna say,
Split
if-
Fiction. Split Fiction.
Split Fiction.
Yeah. So maybe
6,
Ghost of
yeah.
Yotai won't get nominated if Hades 2 gets nominated. But
I
I don't
wanna
know.
go,
I just
but
don't
it's
see that
like-
not happening. I don't see that.
The
not
problem
happening.
is like I feel like I did too much already. Cause like I mean I love going to New York. That was a lot of fun, but like it's like
You're already going
I
spending
went
money
back.
on Florida to go to World of Nintendo and Halloween Horror Nights.
yeah. Oh
Your
damn.
wallet
but-
is crying.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Mine is too.
I'd
So
rather.
and then I guess the last final remark I have is that I think Nintendo is going to crush this holiday season. I really do. They're split because by the end of this year there's going to be so much to get. Like if you don't want to spend $80 on Mario Kart World, that's fine. There's going to be so much more to. There's so much more to choose from.
If you don't
now.
want to spend $80 on it, just get the bundle. So it don't even matter unless the bundle's not
that as
available,
well.
then yeah.
And funny enough,
Yeah.
they are releasing a Switch 2 bundle with the Switch 2 version of Pokemon Legends EA.
Oh yeah, they're doing that too.
So
yeah.
like, Pokemon fan, get a
Oh come on.
Switch 2 and play Kirby Air Riders and Starcross World if you want to.
Definitely.
I'm telling you
and,
now, if it wasn't for Air Riders, I would not have a Switch 2 right now.
Yeah. So if you're and now if you're a Metroid fan and you're wanting to get into the series on the holiday season, get a Switch 2 and play Metroid Prime 4.
Definitely.
It's gonna be crazy, and for some people, Metroid Prime 4 is gonna be their very first Switch 2 game, which is
That's
that.
crazy.
What a great way to start!
That's
What a great way to
crazy.
start!
For me,
Yeah.
for me, it was Fast Fusion. Buy Fast Fusion with money. It's $15.
Yes,
It's the
yes.
best racing game of your
good.
life.
I played the last
Good.
one. It's kind of cool.
All right, but
As
thank
a-
you everyone for the awesome stream. I loved
Yeah,
it.
thank you,
I
man,
really
too.
like people. I will also thank you for being part of yours, Demon. All the
Yeah.
channel links in the description. I want to
Thank y'all
start
both.
doing a weekly podcast.
Mhm.
So yeah,
That'd be
I
fun.
can try to figure that out. But
And not at midnight.
anyway,
I'm sorry, I went to see Demon Slayer.
dude, I had friggin' like 6 viewers at one point,
Oh, I
5
did
viewers
too.
at 1
I did.
a.m.
I did as
So
well.
Ain't you
Pretty wild.
special? Ain't you
Yeah.
special?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, like
anyways.
I'm glad you guys definitely seem to be more optimistic about the Switch 2 compared to me. I'm just riding the wave to like just see
We'll see
what
what
the
happens.
heck happens at this point.
right, but yeah, anyways,
That's fair.
take care of
Yeah.
yourselves and remember, your life is your own.
Not if I have anything to say about that.
What a way to
Take
end that
care,
stream.
people.
You just
Bye.
take care, everyone.